To my friends at New Beginnings Church and Larry Huch Ministries, I'm thrilled to virtually address you today from here in Jerusalem, following the announcement that Pastor Larry has been selected to receive the inaugural Karen Hayesod John Henry Patterson Guardian of Zion Award. This award has just been established by Karen Hayesod as a way for the organization to recognize its outstanding Friends of Israel donors, supporters, and leaders. This award serves as a symbol of our gratitude for the recipient's commitment, friendship, and support of Karen Hayesod and our values. We decided to name this award in honor of John Henry Patterson, one of the earliest modern Christian Zionists, who was an outstanding soldier in the British Army, who later commanded the 2 Jewish legions that were established during World War I.
Lieutenant Colonel John Henry Patterson was the commander of the first Jewish fighting force in nearly 2 millennia. And as such, he can be called the godfather of the Israeli army. But John Henry Patterson's contribution was immense in 2 ways. First, by commanding this force, he gave it structure. Because the biggest obstacle in the recreation of Jewish independence was the ability of the Jews to defend themselves. This capacity had been lost completely in the diaspora. The Jews were renowned for their capacity to fight and defend themselves. They didn't always succeed, but they always resisted their tormentors. That capacity was lost. And the idea the Jews could take up arms and fight and be perhaps among the best fighters in the world, this was viewed as lunacy. Not only among the non-Jews, but among the Jews themselves. He taught them. He himself reinstilled in them. He said, you are the descendants of Joshua. You are the descendants of Judah the Maccabee. He said this. He was versed in the Bible. He was versed in the land of old. He was versed in our heroic past. But he said, you can recreate that historic past in the present. The future is yours.
Patterson was very impressed by the Jewish soldiers and became one of the most important Christian Zionists in history. Patterson became a Karen Hayesod emissary and fundraiser to England in 1921, having also worked on behalf of Karen Hayesod in other places. I also learned that John Henry Patterson, during his time in Kenya, was famous for also killing a couple of lions who were known as man-eaters after they attacked some of his men. And I thought right away of the connection with Pastor Larry being an ardent hunter, and also, of course, the fact that Pastor Larry and Pastor Tiz have a grandson named Lion. So it was without a doubt fitting for us to select Pastor Larry, representing New Beginnings Church and Larry Huch Ministries, as the first ever recipient of this prestigious award due to his leadership and dedication to Karen Hayesod and the Jewish people. For many years, Pastor Larry, Pastor Tiz, and New Beginnings Church have been an integral force in helping to bring new immigrants to Israel from Ethiopia, France, the former Soviet Union, Kazakhstan, and other places, and also help provide critical support for their integration into Israeli society. Pastor Larry has been at the forefront of Karen Hayesod's work in caring for Israel's Holocaust survivors and the residents of Amigur sheltered housing, as well as being a source of support for the Fund of Victims of Terror. We have seen over the past few months Pastor Larry's dedication and outstanding leadership in helping to mobilize his communities to provide life-saving support for the Jewish Ukrainian refugees who are in dire need of rescuing. This award is a token of appreciation for all his love and support for Karen Hayesod and the Jewish people, and we are honored to have him as not only a leader, but a friend and family member who has dedicated his time and sacred work to fulfilling Bible prophecy. Pastor Larry, Pastor Tiz, all of you at New Beginnings Church, we are awaiting your arrival in Jerusalem in July, where we can proudly present you with this great honor.